All right, my friends, I want to do a little bit of personal investigation. Truly understand what is the difference between a couple belts. So what I have here are two belts we're going to look at in a second. One came with a certain piece of machinery that I have, and one was purchased, not the same belt. I want to know, is there a difference in these belts? Because one, being OEM, is quite a bit more than the other. I've had problems with both. So what we are going to do, I happen to have a selection of these belts. Take two of the belts that I have that are failed, and this very well might be my own personal fault. They're just failed belts. I have a collection. So I want to dissect these and see, is there a difference between the two belts? I have, first off, let's go with this belt. This is a Continental, and I do not know, does the exact part number, does Continental make various quality belts, or is a Continental belt a Continental belt? Don't know. This is whatever came with the machine. And if we look at this belt, the failure scenario on this belt was kind of intriguing. So the belt spins this way, right? And then it's split down the side. It didn't just snap in two. It's split. And there is like a chunk missing out of the middle. The other side of this belt just knocked my sign over. Now if we grab the other side of this belt and look at what failed, the chunk that came out was this piece here. This is the sliver that came out of the middle of the other side. So if we were so inclined, we could take this long belt. Oh, here we go. Continental Matchmaker, made in USA. There's some part numbers there, we won't worry about it. But if we were to take this, grab one side of the failure and the other side of the failure, see they line up, and then this piece came out of the middle the whole way down until this belt just came apart. I don't know, did it come apart going this way or did it come apart the other way? That I don't know. But that's how this belt failed. So let's take a good section. And I assume, oh, maybe I should have got better cutters. Two new cutters acquired. I hope these work. We're going to take, instead of the section I was gnawing at, we're going to take another section. I just want to see cross section of this belt. What I really need is a pair of banana cutters. But I do not have such a thing. Used to use those at work many moons ago. There we go. All right, what do we have going on here? If you look at this, you can see there's a big chunk of rubber at the bottom making the V, and there is something up here at the top. It's supposed to be reinforced bands. What type of material? I would have just assumed a metal of some type, but why did my knife cut that so easy? My knife is just a X-Acto, well, box cutter. Comes apart. Yeah, maybe it isn't metal. Yeah, can't cut that little piece off. If it is metal, I don't want it going in my fingers, but very soft metal. I mean, I can't poke myself with it. I don't have baby soft hands, but I'm also not some tradesman that got, 1/8 inch thick calluses. I'm not sure what this material is. That might require a little bit of internet searching. I mean, it breaks so easy. Not sure. But there is a lot of strands of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, because the one we cut off. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 strands of whatever this is. Next, let's look at belt number 2. Failure scenario first. This belt didn't actually break. You notice it's a complete contiguous circular belt, right? I mean, there's no breakage. What happened on this belt was, around the pulley, one side popped off, and then it got jammed, and you see this is obviously a fabric. But it popped off, and then the belt stopped, and it just, oh, that's not a fabric there. Is there a combination of things? Because that's not a fabric. This is a fabric. But anyway, it popped off the pulley, and then it just sat there, the pulley spinning, and wore the crap out of the side of the belt. So let's go to a section, but see it's all marred for a long way. So I'm going to look for a section that's not marred up. Let's cut this. Do the same thing in an area that was not impacted by failure. Interesting, I do not see strands on the inside. There's all kind of fabric. This is a Gates High Power 2 B162. There's all kind of fabric around the periphery. And you see there's something right down in there where the tip of the blade is. But it looks like there's all kind of fabric around the periphery. So maybe this fabric is the edges, and this, whatever this is the middle. Let's go back to this and kind of carve it a little. They both go really close to the edge. So, Continental, Gates High Power 2. I mean, whatever that material is in there, it looks the same on both. I don't know, you can tell these belts apart. I'm not sure what this fabric is on the outer edge of the Gates. Continental has a rougher texture on the outside than the Continental. It's smoother. I don't see that fabric, whatever that fabric is. Does it add any value? I don't know, but obviously there is a fabric. This is not a metal here, unless these things are. Oh, So these strands are fabric. Look at that. This is that metal strand on the edge. Well, the strand. And it's unwound where the strand broke. See, it came out. Look at that. There's where the groove. See right there, the groove it came out of. So these are woven fiber strands of some type. Can we unwind? Can we duplicate that on the Continental? Are these just, is the Continental woven fiber? Let's try and peel one off for a longer distance. Oops. Like I said, I care because do I need to spend the money buying one of these, or do I spend the money buying two of those? Either way, my pocketbook gets depleted by the same amount. Ballparkish. That's if you go straight to the vendor. I can find this Continental cheaper online. I think these are fiber strands as well. They're cutting way too easy. Okay, there's one strand. Oh, look at that, just broken my fingers. I am not the Incredible Hulk. The fact that I can tear it in my fingers is implying to me that these are just woven fiber as well. These are not some type of reinforced steel. Like they say, steel belted radials on tires, right? And these are, I'm gonna go with this is not metal. The fact that I can't poke myself, all right, I can't get through my fingers. The fact that they cut so easy with a box cutter, these strands, and the fact I can break with my fingers, I'm gonna go with these are fiber as well, some type of woven fiber. Last test, let me go get a magnet off the kitchen fridge. We'll look for one that doesn't have any logos on it. But let's go get a magnet off the kitchen fridge and see if we can pick any of these up by. See, here's some. I don't remember which belt these are off of. We'll carve a fresh one off of each belt and see if the magnet is able to pick up either. There's our pile, right? Just keep things fair. Because this is as much for me as it is for anybody that happens to waste their time watching. Magnet time. Okay. Magnet acquired. Right, I mean, if we look, this magnet has some oomph to it. Magnet acquired. First off, this total pile of everything I am pretty sure they're not going to put stainless steel if this was a metal. What do they call it? Ferrous oxide or whatever, if it has any type of iron in it. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to put a pure stainless steel mixture in here, but whatever. Back to this is the shredded belt, so this is the Continental. Let's cut a little bit of this stuff out. Stainless steel would probably make this belt more expensive than anybody was willing to pay. I just want a small piece. Something that doesn't weigh much, so if there's metal in there, the magnet can pick it up. Okay, there's two pieces. I'm pretty sure this is fiber though. No motion. Second verification or second indicator that Continental belt is fiber. Okay, where's my cut end of the high power? There's the cut end of the high power. See if we can just carve off. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. If you don't pick this up, it ain't metal. High power. Excuse me, high power 2. Yeah. Either stainless steel, get right, or I don't know. Well, I guess aluminum's not magnetic, but I'm going to go with fiber. And it makes more sense as well, because as these belts twist and turn, not like a tire. Tire's always a perfect shape, and it just rolls in that same shape. Belts serpentine all over, so fiber does make more sense. And woven like a rope. So, I don't know if I've proven anything to myself other than I'm not going to feel bad not buying Continental. Where was the logo? There we are. All I've proven to myself with this effort is that I am not going to feel bad by continuing to buy third-party belts. That's all I've proven. To me, there is no difference in these two belts for my use. The Continental versus the High Power 2. They're both B162s. They're both, if we find a section that's not chewed up, they're both the same thicknesses. They both feel the same. Like I said, the Continental feels a little rougher on the outside edge that doesn't contact anything anyway. But no, I'm not buying any more vendor belts if it's just going to be more of these Continentals. I see no need of spending high dollar monies. I'm going to stick with these Gates, and hopefully the failure scenarios are resolved with me understanding how things are supposed to be connected better. There you have it, my friends. As I try not to knock the camera over, I'm going to stick with the Gates High Power 2s for my application. You do as you choose, right? I am not the boss of you. I'm barely the boss of me. And these Continentals, like I said, this was a spur of the moment. Been wanting to dissect these belts, see if is there a difference. I can't tell a difference. All these pieces, parts, look the same to me. I'm going to call these the same. It's not like I can find anything. They both got the same number of strands. They're both fiber. They're both the same thicknesses. They both failed. Again, probably my application of it, but I see no reason for me personally to buy any more high dollar belts. I'm going to stick with the online big box store belts. Since I've learned how to do this and what I think I was doing wrong, I have this last belt I bought a warranty. If you all know where I shop, or where probably a lot of people shop, thought I'd try that warranty thing. It was like $5 for 4 years. Can't imagine they actually honor it, but or $7, $6, $7. I don't know. $5, $6, $7 for a 4-year warranty on a belt. If it breaks, I'm gonna try, because then I get 2 belts for $7 more than 1 belt. We'll see, but I have belts that I need to dispose of. Not sure how you're supposed to dispose of belts. Same place you take tires. So that's what we have, my friends. Two belts, both failed. They failed in two different ways. One just snapped right in half. The other one peeled apart. So upon dissecting, they look the same to me. In my non-beltologist type of understanding of these, I guess if I was into chemical engineering, I could do some type of analysis of what is this thread versus what is, yeah, this was the heights. What is the difference in these two threads? I'm going to guess that's the exact same thing. So, let's go find fun doing something else.